Hello, I am Dother. Welcome back to Fallout 4 with the Zombie Walkers mod and Silent Hill mod. The big focuses of this playthrough, along with a bunch of other mods,
What's that for?
as seen with this outfit and the third-person camera and the immersive HUD. And those are the important ones. In this Beretta I'm holding.
Well, this is gonna be a joy for you. You get to nag me and I can't go anywhere.
Oh, real nice, Holt. Make this about you. Don't you think about anyone other than yourself? Your daughter could get sick like Austin, and you're whining about spending time with your family?
I have things to do. We don't have to hide away in here.
You're so busy, Holt. You have so much to do. Please, explain to Erin why your needs are more important than her safety.
Just never mind.
Ugh, idiot.
Well, there's a taste of their arguments. The Vault inhabitants have unexpectedly repurposed this room to be a kind of store for selling and repairing their possessions. It has allowed this observation port to record interactions between many of the Vault citizens. This shop will become an important disease vector for spreading airborne Class B2 viruses. It will also be valuable for observing the effects of disease on social and economic relationships. This room will become a backup treatment location along with the commissary. The primary will still be the clinic under the assumption that severely ill patients will all be taken there. Vault Tech's like fucked up. And apparently I'm not really super adversed into the lore of these games. Apparently there's like signs that Vault Tech might have started the war between China and America.
You and your staff are to make sure every resident remains under stringent medical observation.
Understood. But Overseer.
No buts. This is for the good of the Vault. We can't risk this pathogen spreading, Dr. Forsyth.
Yes, Overseer.
How is Austin doing?
Not good. We need a way to stop it from spreading.
Then let's get that insider pulls
normal
through
for
and gets
other
us
Where the hell did they
secure.
even come from? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to that conversation because mole rats.
Blue, we're not alone here.
Oh, you're gonna open the door and bring him to us, huh?
There you go.
Probably got infected right there. Yep, there it is. Fucking stupid. Bump, 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 bump. Mole rat disease, negative 10 HP. Although the chief scientist argued against an observation. Anyway. Although the chief scientist argued against an observation port in the overseer's office, it has turned out to be a boon. We are able to observe the political shifts in governance since the vault door was locked. When we do introduce viruses to the population, we will be able to monitor the leadership's reactions and courses of action. Well, I guess there's no point stealthing. The fuckers already infected me. Too bad I can't aim for shit. It's also been a bit since I played a first person, any kind of shooter. Kinda. I mean, I did play a lot of this like a month ago.
Oh, do you smell that?
The reason why I have the quest modifier mod was because the rescuing Nick Valentine mission glitched the hell out on me.
What was that?
Yep. I hate enemies in Bomb Rush. But anyway, yeah, the Nick Valentine mission glitched out. And it's like, oh, you need to find Nick. And I turn around and he's standing right there in his room. And so it completely bugged out everything else. So I had to, like, activate it to finish the quest. Requires terminal. Is that a stim pack I see? I don't have the ability to open that. Oh, there's a mother. That's why he's so tanky. Oh good, I'm out of ammo. Shotgun. And I'm also below 50 health. Damn rats. Ooh. Red rocket mechanic jumpsuit? Meh. What's all this then? Holy shit. Testing 132. Testing Dr. Olivet. Do you copy? I do, Kenneth. Everything good over there? Just another drill day, right? It is, thank God for that. Where is everyone? Overseer, there are just 3 of us over here. What's going on? Are you getting this? Sorry, Kevin, it's been a madhouse on this side. Only 3. Only 3? Myself, Jim Flint, and that kid, Burrow. Where is everyone else? Not over here. Residents are being omitted. They started showing up in droves once the news started broadcasting. That's the same way I heard. You'd think Vault Tech would have had a warning to call at least a beta drill for staff this morning. Something must have gone wrong. We've been pretty limited down here, but we've been focused on antibiotics and have our first Petri trials underway. I saw the data last night. It's promising. Do you think it's ready? Trials just started, and the virus we're going after has a few days of inculation. But I'm optimistic that later this week we'll see positive results. Okay, keep me posted, and don't begin phase 2 trials until I have the opportunity to go through the new data. Of course. Have a good afternoon, Overseer. Overseer, do you have a moment? A minute? This system isn't instantaneous. Instantaneous, Burrow. I hope you haven't been waiting for a reply all morning. Sorry, Overseer. I wanted to notify you about an issue with our food extruder. Okay, I see it now. Looks like a clog in the protein tank. You weren't able to address it on your end? No, Overseer. Hardware failures on the residential side must be addressed over there. We can't get to the tanks or nozzles to repair them. Okay, bro. I'll have maintenance down there immediately. Go stand by and have Collins contact me if there are still issues in about 10 minutes, okay? Thank you, Overseer. I'll go there now. Good news, Dr. Olivet. We've tweaked our formula based on Phase 1 trial results, and I think we're ready to go with Phase 2. How's the mole rat population doing? Very well. The specimens Vault Tech provided are remarkably hardy. Flint has been doing some radiation testing on them. Is that in the protocol? Not technically, but we noticed some weird stuff with the kibble provided for them. Burrow got pretty sick for a day or 2. Don't ask. Flint's been looking into it. These suckers are big to begin with, and we're thinking it's genetic. Tampered with? Something like that. I think Vault Tech must have been running some experiments with them. They're all unusually large. If you demonstrate bioluminescence, at least one appears more intelligent than normal. Do you think they're still a useful control? We've divided the colonies separated the most unusual specimens, and put the control colony on a new diet taken from our own food supply. It's not ideal, but I think we're ready. Very well, give me the evening to go over the data again, but I think you're clear to begin Phase 2 unless I find anything I don't expect. Overseer? Yes, Burrow, what is it? I've noticed an issue with our delivery mechanisms. Do you know if everyone has tampered with the nozzles in the residential quarters on your side? I don't know. What are you doing with the delivery system anyway? The Phase 2 trial just begun. I know, Overseer. I just thought it would be a good idea to run tests on the delivery system before we reach Phase 3. If we reach Phase 3, human trials are not to be undertaken lightly. What kind of tests were you hoping to run anyway? Just a placebo vapor, to make sure the nozzles are dispensing mist properly. The residents wouldn't even know we hadn't done anything. I guess that's the idea, though. I'll look into the nozzle issue on my end, Burrow. In the meantime, please don't use the delivery system without my direct approval. Please answer. Doctor, please get in touch. I know what you've done. Honestly, I don't blame you. Performing the Phase 3 trial on non-consenting humans is a breach of ethics, at least according to the world we used to live in. I can keep Burrows together for a while, but Flint's already suspicious. What are we supposed to do over here? I can only lie to them for so long without some actual responses from you. Damn it. Olivette, I'm saying her name wrong so many times. You can't be such a hypocrite that you'd condone us to die in the name of your personal sense of morality. I know your politics, but I never thought you actually leave me for dead. Men for dead. Please reconsider this. And that's it. Whoa, standing up in a chair. So we got the password. And we have to run all the way around again. Can now open you. Open the door. We're clear here. Holy texture glitches, Batman. And this is where the bodies are at. Voltac lab boat, glasses, and a bunch of bones up in here. Hello.
Oh, another stranger. Are you Voltec Security? I've waited so very patiently for you to arrive.
Who the heck are you?
Who the heck are you?
I am a Contagions Vulnerability Robotic Infirmary Engineer, or CVR-IE. The human scientists call me Curie. Or more properly, they called me this when they were alive. I repeat, are you Voltec Security?
This one.
These mole rats carry a disease. Do you know anything about it?
My poor little darlings. They were used to grow all manner of new and interesting pathogens. Then Volt citizens would be exposed to these viruses in the hopes that they would develop new antibodies. But they never got a chance to execute their plan. Clyde got out of his cage. He was smarter than the others. My sweet Clyde. He let out the others, and those poor scientists never stood a chance. Clyde's been dead for almost 2 centuries now, but his descendants have free run of the vault.
Oh, they answered that question.
Rambling. Where are my manners? Are you Voltec Security?
200 years. Sure.
Yes. Yes, I am.
Superb! I placed an emergency call so long ago. I was beginning to think something dreadful must have happened. I am pleased to report I completed my primary duties 83 years ago. Thousands of pathogens were grown in the mole rat hosts. Then a single broad-spectrum cure was developed to treat them all. Very satisfying work for many decades. Now, please tell me you are authorized to release me from the lab.
Why can't you just leave?
I require verbal or written authorization. Actually, any Voltec employee, even you, could authorize me. You must be Voltec, or you couldn't possibly be here.
Don't need to question the Y button option. Let's go with A.
I am so authorized. You are released.
Superb. I had almost given up all hope of leaving here. I'll open the door for you.
Anything to say about this, Piper? I mean,
Since
you
are
got
the
lots of
Voltron
scoops here.
representative, I entrust you with the broad spectrum cure I developed. If you have an equivalent to my digital Hippocratic oath, please use it quickly to prevent any undue suffering. However, be advised, there is only one dose left, and I can no longer make any more.
Hooray!
If that is all, I am most eager to leave.
You only have one dose?
You only have one dose?
That is correct. There used to be more, but they all expired. Sadly, the organic compounds necessary to make more have all deteriorated.
Thanks for the cure.
It is my hope that this cure finds its way to someone who needs it. Hopefully now I can properly further my scientific research. Since my job here is done, I think I will follow you out.
So there's... Ooh, a bobblehead. Piper?
Hell yeah.
Impact. Oh, excellent. Get your scoop. I'm gonna look around here for a bit. Security gate. Anything in here? Security's terminal. Fine, I'll read this. And bobby pins. I really need to get some screws. Holy shit. Error, memory failure. This terminal not recommended for research backups. Please use hard copies. Oh god, there's a lot. I have been ordered by Dr. Collins to add an entry to this terminal. Dr. Collins was most insistent that this is my terminal. I explained several times that robots cannot own property as per Rob Code policy, but his orders were most clear and insistent. I will comply with Dr. Collins' wishes and maintain a log when ordered to. I have completed my analysis and integration of the data to make me a capable research assistant. I have been commanded to provide an assessment of my colleagues. Dr. Flint is objectively brilliant, although Dr. Collins repeatedly calls him brusque. But I find Dr. Flint's commands and speech patterns easier to parse. His observations were always very astute, and I am learning much about working with cell cultures from him. Monsieur Burrow is perfectly acceptable to work with. He performs menial tasks which my programming is perfectly suited for, such as carrying heavy lab equipment. This is strange because my capabilities for such a task are far beyond those of a human male. I am told by Dr. Collins that this is a sign of respect that Monsieur Burrow is making. That does not compute. Alright, that's useless. Error. Unusually agitated state. He would not leave his quarters after his morning meal. Dr. Collins assures me this state is temporary, and that Monsieur Burrow is merely overwhelmed with the... More of that. Dr. Burrow is deceased. Post-mortem indicates he expired from a severe cardiac arrest brought on by advanced age. He died at 5:01 a.m. shortly after waking. In accordance with the doctor's pre-existing orders, the body was cremated and placed in the specified urn alongside Dr. Collins and Flint. Dr. Burrow was a great assistant in continuing the work left to us by the others. My last order was to continue working on our projects alone, so that our deaths would not be in vain. My processors are fully committed to furthering the study of pathogens and viruses for the betterment of mankind, and to honor this last request. Message ends. Boot up. We are hamstrung with only 3 researchers. Decided to make a few modifications to this Mr. Handy robot. Should be really useful for speeding up some of our lab work. I've been pretty anxious since Amendance Day. As if the world ending was enough, I'm very concerned about Olivet's motives. Dusting off some of my old robotics chops have just been the distraction I needed. I've decided to write a suite of custom personality settings for the robot. She's a little bit of Lisa. I really hope she got into her vault down in DC. I wonder if she did too. And a little bit of my, well, it's been 200 years, so she's dead, so it doesn't matter. And a little bit of my grad school fling from Versailles back in 46. I'm loading her databanks with every great body of work I have access to here. Kant, Einstein, Bohr, Darwin, Curie, Faraday, Turing, Braun. She'll have so much to learn. It's already made her feel so much more like a peer in the lab as opposed to an appliance. I'm calling her Curie. I know, I was never a subtle man. Curie's been doing great. Flint's finally stopped treating me like a crazy person for insisting we address her as a human, and I swear Burrow is differential to her in a way that reminds me of seeing him around Rebecca back during the drills. It's actually endearing to see. Most importantly, and perhaps more surprisingly, she's bringing a sense of normalcy to the lab, keeping us all a bit more grounded. Anything to keep our minds off the situation we're in is all too welcome. I've turned her personality matrix a lot. I've tuned, but it's beginning to feel wrong to manipulate her. I'm going to leave her programming alone for now and just see how she evolves as she keeps learning more. Haven't touched this terminal in years, not since I gave it to Curie as her own. Seeing her reaction to having something of her own was transformational. Yeah, I said that right. It just seemed wrong to violate that, and so it's truly been for her eyes only ever since. This final entry is an exception, and I suppose it's being written out of habit, as a man used to a lifetime of recording his experiments. We lost Flint today, and Burrow has to spend more time helping me around the lab than actually performing research these days. So, if only to report my findings, Curie has been a remarkable success. She transcended my expectations of robotic programming. Her personality feels as genuine as my own. Her interest in scientific research is insatiable, and her seeing her struggle with concepts like morality has been completely moving. Truly, she is my great work. I only hope that one day she can see more of the world. If only I could be there to witness her reaction to the blue skies and butterflies she's only heard me sing about. Ooh, see, she's going to be walking into a fog-infested monster world full of zombies that attack people at random. Mainly me, because this is my hell. Excuse me, Piper, I would like to see what's in this terminal too. Let me finish my turnaround animation, thank you. Mission statement, test viruses. I don't need to read that, we know that. Where's the button? That's over here, it's glowing. Oh, too late.
Yes?
Jesus spawning.
Stimulate.
So, where's this secret elevator located? Good thing this wasn't password protected. Hello.
I heard Diamond City is pretty nice.
Right here.
Some walls. Sounds safe enough.
None of you seem to care that I just popped out of here.
What I wouldn't give for some real time off.
Boom, boom, boom.
We
boom.
keep the vaults safe.
I wonder how the Ebola, hepatitis, and influenza have mutated over the years.
How has COVID mutated over the years? Boom, boom. Oh yeah, safe music time. There he goes. I gotta get to the skew.
Salvador's looking for tools. I heard he'll pick gaps if you got them.
No, I don't. I have to get to the doctor.
The cure. You found it.
Yes, I did.
How is Austin doing? Do you think he'll survive the cure?
He's been unconscious since shortly after you left.
Here. Take the cure and use it on the boy.
Only one dose? I hope this works. If it doesn't, there won't be anything to analyze to try again. Let's hope this works.
I think I got sidetracked earlier. It was talking about a mistake they made here of something with Jack Cabot, and that he has a cure, technically has a cure to this, but they don't incorporate it into the game.
It shouldn't be long.
Where am I?
You're
Thank
in
God.
the clinic. You were really sick, Austin. Our visitor from the Commonwealth saved your life.
Really? Thanks, ma'am.
I was worried to death about you, Austin. What got into your fool head? Going into a place like that?
Nothing exciting ever happens here. I just wanted to see what was in there.
Well, if it hadn't been for our friend here, you might have died. Thank you. I know you made sacrifices to help him. I know Dr. Pinsky will be grateful. For my part, I'd like to give you this syringe. I had it for years and never really had a use for it.
She's not the only one. The whole
Short
vault is
syringe
there.
rifle.
I'd like to give you a room here in the vault. A place you can call your own. It's in the main hall, on the left as you get off the elevator. Once again, thank you. I hope you enjoy your accommodations. I wanted to say thank you again for what you did for Austin. You've opened a lot of eyes around here, including my own. I had no idea of the dangers Vault Tech had hidden away so close to home. I can't believe so many died just behind our walls.
Let's see, which one do I want? Let's go with X.
If Vault-Tec had lived to go through with their plan, this place would be wiped out. I don't doubt that one bit. I hate to think of what they had planned for us. But on the good side, you made a real impression on our anti-Commonwealth people. They're realizing outsiders really can be trusted, and do more good than just providing resources. You'll always be welcome here, and I hope you make a habit of visiting. Having a trusted outsider would help serve as a reminder that the Commonwealth isn't
If
something
I have a
to
room, does
fear
that mean I
or
have
avoid.
storage now? I can dump off a bunch of shit.
Do you need something, madame? I have been trapped so many years. I believe it's customary to thank you for your role in saving me. My
kinda
entire
wanna
life has
bring
been in
her.
this vault. I have analyzed and learned everything.
But I think I
there
might
is
stick
to
with
know
Piper.
here. So now I must see the rest of the Commonwealth, consult with scientists, unearth more data to challenge my hypothesis.
After the bombs, the Commonwealth is a little lacking in the science department.
But surely there is still men of learning out there, and if nothing else, there is data. I can see you already have company. I do not wish to intrude, but I must ask. Please, madame, can you take me with you?
It's no picnic up there. Anything you can do to help us survive?
But of course, I have been equipped with medical equipment. If you become injured in our journeys, I can administer stim packs. I also have defensive capabilities, a laser. But surely there's little reason to use that.
Fine.
Come along, then.
Excellent. We must embark at once.
Take her around for a little bit. I cannot send her to Sanctuary Hills.
Never mind.
As you wish.
Still wanted to kind of send her to Diamond City. So speaking of which, where am I at in terms of my quest? Oh yeah, I was doing that, wasn't I? Turn on the Vault 88 radio.
This is an emergency broadcast signal from Vault 88. Authentication code word, impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault
I'm in Vault
personnel
81.
are
I'm
required
confusing
to
the two.
respond
Gotcha.
under Emergency Protocol VT-76. This signal will repeat.
There we go. Find the AK-400. Building stuff. I've even provided food, really? Listen to the caravan distress. Return to Cambridge police station. Talk to guard captain. Oh! In fact, that's the Jack Cabot quest line that leads to Pyramid Head. And I haven't done Valentine yet, huh? Do I have any dead bodies hanging around out here? Doesn't look like it. Okay, so what do I want to do? What do I want to do? Where am I at? I'm out here by Diamond City. I mean, I guess I could go to the detective agency and start that whole quest line. I could also return to them, because their storyline kind of ends prior to finding Kellogg. Provide food for Sanctuary. Thought they would grab some food. Can also finish that. Where's this at? Way the hell out here. I mean, I'm I think I'll make my way towards here. I mean, I could fast travel, but I'm trying to also not really fast travel that often. Trying to get that atmosphere. Unless we're traveling across, like, from one end of the map to the other, now fast travel. But this is in close enough walking distance to get to there. And then probably turn back and go to Diamond City. What's down here? University Point. There's the vault way the hell down here in the marshlands. And been marked. Yeah, that sounds about the plan. Maybe I'd cheat off camera and get rid of this disease that's really just such a minor inconvenience. I can get my hair cut while I'm here too. Oh, I'd never grab that.
There we go.
Literacy is important, but perhaps something of more substance is good for nurturing the mind.
Well, anyway, either way, we'll end this part here. I'm so glad that it's stabilized and doesn't lock up like it did. Alright, thanks for watching.